The federal case against the Twin Cities activist is over. Isabel Lopez, the first person in Minnesota to be convicted for anti-ICE protests, was sentenced this afternoon.
Lopez's arrest happened last summer, months before Operation Metro Surge launched. The St. Paul woman's confrontation with federal agents was caught on camera during a narcotics raid outside a Minneapolis restaurant. According to prosecutors, the protesters thought it was an immigration raid. Ian Russell joins us now with details from the courtroom this morning. Hi, Ian.
Hey, Rena. Yeah, the courtroom and hallway outside were filled with those there to support Isabel Lopez. Prosecutors argued that a year of probation was fair given what happened. Lopez's attorneys argued this was best put behind everyone involved, but the judge ultimately ruled that there would be no probation at all for Lopez. Walking out of federal court,
Life is good. Life is good.
Isabel Lopez can't help but smile.
I was honestly really surprised about the sentencing.
Just over a year ago, Lopez was among many who protested during what they thought was a federal immigration raid in South Minneapolis, one of the first people arrested here for protesting that enforcement. Federal law enforcement was actually at Las Cuatro Milpas executing a search warrant for narcotics. A federal criminal complaint alleged that Lopez punched, kicked, and shoved officers during the confrontation, adding that she climbed onto a trash can. The feds alleged that Lopez fell and was assisted by officers. Lopez says she was grabbed and slammed to the ground. Video from that day shows Lopez, in blue, pushed and held on the ground by law enforcement. Lopez was arrested days later, charged with 4 felonies. Rallies in her support happened outside the Sherburne County Jail last summer. Since then, prosecutors downgraded those felonies to a single misdemeanor in return for Lopez pleading guilty. Court documents say both sides agreed on no jail time and no more than 1 year of probation. But in court this morning, Judge John Thunheim said Lopez had already served her time and gave no probation.
This is done today for her, that she can walk away from this free.
Again, it's not about me, it's about everybody else. It's about the fact that I'm not the only one that's scared. There's more people here that are scared.
One chapter in her life now over as Lopez now focuses on moving forward.
Regardless, it is your life. Do it with love, do it with the fact that you can and that you have that freedom.
I did also speak with former U.S. Assistant Attorney Doug Kelly about this afternoon's sentence. Kelly said in his time this would not have happened, adding that in his opinion this case was overcharged, especially given the drop from 4 felonies to a misdemeanor. Kevin.
So he says overcharged. The question now, does the former U.S. Attorney expect to see more of this?
Yeah. Kelly says he thinks there's going to be more dismissals or, quote, salvaged guilty pleas. So certainly something we'll keep an eye on as more of these cases move forward.
All right, Ian, thank you.